are all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to help boost our businesses. But one successful business coach says we have been ignoring the real gold mine. Kate, what do you think the real gold mine is?
Well, according to Gloria McDonald, who's sitting in our studio, it is LinkedIn. And I got to tell you, I'm beginning to agree with you, Gloria. Welcome to What She Said.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Now, Gloria, I'm not great on social media. Kate's much more comfortable on it. But I have always thought of LinkedIn as the poor, boring cousin. But you say LinkedIn is the star. How so?
Well, it is absolutely an untapped gold mine for business. You know, people have said to me, yes, Gloria, but there are billions of people on Facebook. Well, that might be so, but if you're talking about business, there are 12-year-olds on Facebook. You know, my granddaughter, my friend's granddaughter's on Facebook. My 87-year-old father-in-law's on Facebook. They're not doing business on Facebook, but LinkedIn is truly the untapped gold mine for business.
Well, what makes it so valuable? Because we generally think of it, or have traditionally thought of it, as a place to maybe get a job.
Yes, exactly. And that is, if you're a business owner, if you're, an entrepreneur or solopreneur, that is the wrong way to look at LinkedIn. And you're absolutely right. So many people think of it as a place where you just post your resume or your CV and you're there to find a job. But the beauty of LinkedIn is you can highly target your perfect prospect. So whether you have a local business, you can target people just in your community. You can target people from a certain university. You can target people all over the world. You can target people in companies and countries. You can target people by their profession. So it's incredibly powerful.
It takes work. I'm just like sort of delving into it and building it up. And I don't understand fully how to, harness the power of LinkedIn. I'm connecting with a lot of people, but that's not enough.
No, it's absolutely not enough. You really have to have, what I teach people is you have to have value. You have to lead with value. So don't spam social media, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn or anything. Don't spam social media with your product or your service, but lead with value. So you have to offer your ideal prospects something that would be valuable to them. So let's just say you're in a weight loss industry or something. Maybe you're a weight loss coach or you're a nutritionist or whatever. You want to connect with people, and on LinkedIn there are all kinds of groups. In fact, there are over 1,500 groups that deal specifically with weight loss. So you could post in those groups and maybe create a special ebook on top 10 tips for how to lose weight, or special recipes, or whatever, but you want to lead with value. And so first of all, it's really knowing who your target audience is. If you don't have a clue who your target audience is, who your ideal prospect is, then no social media platform is going to work for you. So that's first, and then it's all about how do you target and then connect and then convert. That's what I call it, my TCC platform.
So you do have a free webinar.
Yes, I do a free
on
webinar.
Harnessing the Power of LinkedIn. So tell us what people would learn from that.
Well, they'd learn a lot more about digging into that TCC formula, the target, connect, and then convert. And I give them what I call my 25 MNP methodology. I literally spend 1 hour a day on LinkedIn, and I invite 25 people a day to connect with me. I send messages. That's what the M stands for. I send targeted messages, and I teach people how to send effective messages. I look at all my notifications, and I respond to my notifications on LinkedIn. And then P is post. How often should you post? What should you post? Because LinkedIn is entirely different than any other social media platform. People are there to do business, to learn something about business, to communicate around business. So it's not the platform where you put the cutesy pictures of your dog, your puppy, your baby up there. And in fact, when I see people doing that, I just cringe. So I really teach people how effective LinkedIn is and how to use it differently than all the other social media platforms.
How long does it take to become expert at this?
Well, I do a 5-week program. And literally in 5 weeks, you can be really, really efficient and fluid in LinkedIn and how to use it. And you can be making money. I teach people how to turn their profile into a make money while you sleep machine.
Well, who doesn't want to learn that?
Yeah.
I'm not talking much. I'm absorbing here.
Yeah, I know. So give us an example. If for somebody listening, give us an example of making money while you sleep or
Sure.
some business that you've coached and they've turned things around.
Yeah. Let's take someone who's in maybe skincare or something like that. They've got a skincare business, a spa, something. So you would connect with people if you have a spa and it's local, obviously, you would connect with people in your community and you give people information and you offer them something of free. And what you really want to do is you want to use LinkedIn as a tool to build your own personal email list so that you're communicating with your prospects and you're sending your prospects, first of all, free offers, something of interest to them. And then maybe, if you've got a retail store or something, then maybe coupons or, a special to get them into your store. If you've got an online business, then LinkedIn is even more powerful. LinkedIn is so powerful for online marketers.
Because their LinkedIn members are more affluent? Is that one of the
Yes,
reasons?
LinkedIn members are 2 times more affluent than the average internet user.
Really?
Yes,
And therefore they would have twice the buying power.
exactly.
Okay.
Now, have people who have taken your course or your webinar, has anyone come back to you and said, "Oh, you saved my life"?
Well, what they've said is, "Oh my gosh, I never knew my business could be this easy. I never knew I could get prospects and customers so easily using LinkedIn." And it's far outperforming Facebook. Everybody thinks the money's in Facebook. I'm telling you, people are on Facebook to look at cute pictures, not to do business.
What about promoted posts on LinkedIn? Because we do targeted promoted posts on Facebook. I didn't find them very effective on Twitter. How do they rank on LinkedIn?
Well, first of all, I train people not to start with paying for any advertising or even paying for a LinkedIn service. So what I teach is all free. Using the free version of LinkedIn, not paying for ads to start. Because if you can get your business really rocking and rolling without paying for anything on LinkedIn, then you'll find that the paid ads will work even better. But start not paying for anything because I bet you can start making money before. So you test it out for free.
So the course is 5 weeks.
Yes.
But how long does it take for someone who hasn't understood this to become really proficient like you are and really know how it works inside out?
Seriously, you can be very proficient in 5 weeks. I mean, I have people that literally within a day after taking my course who have never been on LinkedIn at all, have a great profile up there. They're starting to make really quality targeted connections, and they're getting prospects.
So tell us about the webinar that's coming up. How do people connect with you for that?
They can go on my website, www.gloriamacdonald, that's MacDonald.com, gloriamacdonald.com.
Is this something that you offer frequently? Like
Yes.
if you miss
Yeah.
it, it'll come around again.
Absolutely.
And so it's going to teach me the basics, or is it going to lead me to your course? Because I would gather you are offering something of value, Gloria.
Absolutely, I am. So on the webinar, you'll get a really good overview, and it will really open your eyes to the power of LinkedIn and how easy it is to use LinkedIn. And how you don't have to spend hours and waste tons of time. Like certainly in my experience, and it sounds like in your experience, you spent a lot of time on Facebook too, and
Well, learning different social media aspects.
Yeah.
But I spend about an hour in the evening on LinkedIn. I sit there, with my laptop and I connect with different people, and then start the conversation the next day. Follow
Right.
up with emails.
Yeah. So the webinar is going to give people really great overview and show them how easy it is to use LinkedIn and how powerful it can be. And then obviously from there, I am offering people a way to work with me, because in my experience, what I found is there are 2 ways to do anything. You can do it alone. You can go it alone, which in my experience is the hard way. Waste a ton of time and effort and frustration and discouragement. Or you can take the hand of somebody who's already been down the road that you want to go down and has figured out how to do it and has been successful.
Sounds great. So www.gloriamacdonald.com untapped.com.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening and sharing this with our listeners.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me here.
This is What She Said. Stay with us.